Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. In today's lecture, we will study the theory portion of circle. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So, in this lecture, we will study first the concept of circle. After that, we will discuss the standard form of equation of circle. We will study equation of circle when the endpoints of diameter are given. We will study intercept on axis, position of a point with respect to a circle, line and a circle, equation of tangents, slope form. We will study the slope form of circle, point form, parametric form, length of the tangents, equation of normal. After that, we will see the point form of equation of normal, parametric form of equation of normal, pair of tangents, how to draw pair of tangents to a circle. After that, we will see the common tangents of the two circles. What should be the conditions and how many common tangents we can draw to a circle. After that, we will move to the director circle. We will see the chord of contact, right? Next, we will see the chord bisected at a given point, pole and the polar. After that, we will see the conjugate points, conjugate lines, angle of intersection of two circles. What is orthogonal circles? We will see the family of circles. We will see what is the radical axis. And after that, we will see what are the coaxial system of circles, right? Okay, so let us start. First, we will see first we will see about the concept of circle, right? So suppose we are given a circle which have a fixed point which is called center and a fixed distance from its circumference from a moving point P, which is the radius, right? So circle is the locus of a point which moves in a plane such that its distance from a fixed point in the plane is a constant. The fixed point is the center and the fixed distance is the radius, right? Okay. So let's see the standard form of equations of circle. Suppose we have a circle having center C, which is HK, right? We have a point P having coordinates P1, P, X1, Y1, right? So the equation of a circle whose center is HK and radius R is given is H minus X minus H whole square plus Y minus K whole square is equal to R square. It is also known as the center form of the equation of a circle, right? The equation x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 always represents a circle whose center is minus g minus f and radius is root over g square plus f square minus c. This is known as the general equation of a circle, right? This is known as the general equation of a circle. You can see the equation of circle with the diagram, right? Okay. Now let us see equation of circle when the endpoints of diameter are given, right? So suppose we are given a circle and endpoints of diameter x1 y1 and x2 y2 is given, right? So how can we draw or how can we make a equation of circle having endpoints of diameter given? So if A and B are points of a diameter of a circle whose coordinates are x1 y1 and x2 y2 respectively, then the equation of circle is x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 equal to 0, right? Now we can note that the parametric equation of a circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, where x is equal to h plus r cos theta and y is equal to k plus r sin theta, where theta is between 0 to 2 pi, right? Okay. Now let us see intercept on axis. We are given a circle. Clear, we are given a circle. So the length of intercepts made by the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0, with x and y axis are 2 root over g square minus c and 2 root over f square minus c respectively. Clear? Got it? So the x and y intercept will be 2 times root over g square minus c and 2 times root over f square minus c. Got it? Now let us see the position of a point with respect to a circle. So we are given a circle having center C and we have point A having coordinates x1 and y1. So a point x1, y1 lies outside, on or inside a circle. We are given an equation of circle S as x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Right. So the point lies outside, on or inside a circle according to as according as s1 greater than 0, equal to 0 or less than 0, right? Where s1 is equal to x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c, right? Now, greatest and least distance of a point A, x1, y1 from a circle with center C and radius r as shown in the given figure is mod of AC plus r and mod of AC minus r, right? Now, let us see line and circle. We are given a circle and a line, right? Equation of line is y equal to mx plus c, and equation of circle is given. Clear? Now, let y is equal to mx plus c be a line and x square plus y square equal to r square be a circle. If r is the radius of circle and p is equal to mod of c upon root over 1 plus m square is the length of the perpendicular from the center on the line, right? See, we are given a line, and from origin we can easily find the length of perpendicular, clear, to the line from the O, clear, and length of perpendicular will be mod of c upon root over 1 plus m square, right? Now, if p greater than r, the line will the line passes outside the circle. If p is equal to r, the line touches the circle, or the line is a tangent to the circle, right? If p is less than r, the line intersects the circle at 2 points, or the line is secant to the circle. If p is equal to 0, the line is the diameter of the circle, right? If p is equal to 0, the line is the diameter of a circle. The length of the intercept cut off from the y equal to mx plus c by the circle x square plus y square equal to r square is, what will be the length of intercept? PQ is equal to 2 times root over r square into 1 plus m square minus c square upon 1 plus m square, right? 2 times root over r square into 1 plus m square minus c square upon 1 plus m square. Got it? So we can easily find the length of PQ, right? Now let us let us see the equations of tangents. We are given a circle having equation x square plus y square equal to a square. Clear? So we have to basically draw a tangent at x1, y1, right? So a line which touch only one point of the circle is called tangent. Is called its tangent. Clear? Now let us see the slope form of tangent. The equation of tangents of slope m to the circle x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to r square are given by y minus b is equal to m times x minus a plus minus r times root over 1 plus m square, right? And the coordinates of the points of contact are a plus minus mr upon root over 1 plus m square and b minus plus r upon root over 1 plus m square. When you will take sign, when you will take positive sign here, there will be negative sign here, right? Clear? Okay. The point of intersection of tangent drawn to the circle x square plus y square equal to r square at point p alpha beta and q beta and q p alpha and q beta would be point of intersection of tangents, right? Which is hk, suppose, and coordinates are r. So the h is r cos alpha plus beta by 2 upon cos alpha minus beta by 2, and k is r sin alpha plus beta by 2 upon cos alpha minus beta by 2, right? Now, point form. The equation of the tangent in point form. Equation of tangent for x square plus y square is equal to r square at x1 y1 is x1 plus y1 is equal to r square. The equation of tangent at point P x1 y1 to the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 is x1 plus y1 plus gx plus x1 plus fy plus y1 plus c equal to 0, right? Now, let us see the equation of tangent in parametric form. Parametric coordinates of circle x square plus y square is equal to r square is r cos theta and r sin theta. Then the equation of tangent at r cos theta and r sin theta is x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to r, right? Now, equation of tangent to the circle x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square at h plus r cos theta and k minus r k plus r sin theta is x minus k into cos theta plus y minus k into sin theta is equal to r, right? X minus h cos theta plus y minus k sin theta is equal to r. Got it? Now, let us find the length of the tangents. The length of the tangent from point P x1 y1 to the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 is equal to length of tangent will be root over x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx plus 2fy1 plus c, which is equal to root over s1, right? Got it? Now, equation of normal. Equation of normal. We have an equation of circle having tangents and normal. Normal at any point on a curve is a straight line which is perpendicular to the tangent to the given to the curve at that point, right? Got it? Now equation of normal. Let us find equation of normal in point form. The equation of normal to the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0, or x square plus y square equal to a square at any point x1 y1 is x minus x1 upon x1 plus g is equal to y minus y1 upon y1 plus f, or x upon x1 is equal to y upon y1, right? Clear? Now equation of normal in parametric form can be written as the equation of normal to the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square at point a cos theta and a sin theta is x by cos theta is equal to y by sin theta, or y is equal to x tan theta. Clear? Now let us see the pair of tangents. From a given point, two tangents can be drawn to a circle which are real and distinct, coincident or imaginary according as the given point lies outside, on, or inside the circle, right? The combined equation of the pair of tangents drawn from a point P x1 y1 to the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square is ss1 is equal to t square, right? Where s is equal to x square plus y square minus a square, and s1 is equal to x1 square plus y1 square minus a square, and t is equal to xx1 minus yy1 minus a square. Clear? Now let us draw common tangents of two circles. We are given two circles. Let the center and radii of two circles be c1 c2 and r1 r2 respectively. When one circle contains other, as shown in the figure, no common tangent is possible, right? When one circle contains the other, as shown in the figure, there will be no tangent is possible. Condition should be c1 c2 should be c1 c2 is smaller than mod r1 minus r2. Clear? Now, when two circles touch internally as shown in the figure, one common tangent is possible, right? When two circles touch internally as shown in the figure, one common tangent is possible. Here you can see the figure. The circles, one inside other, is touching internally, so there can be one common tangent possible, and the condition should be c1 c2 is equal to r1 minus r2. Clear? Next, when two circles intersect as shown in the figure, the two common tangents are possible. Condition should be c1 c2 greater than mod r1 minus r2, and c1 c2 less than r1 plus r2. Got it? C1 c2 less than r1 plus r2. Now common tangents to two circle. We are given two circles. When two circles touch externally as shown in the figure, three common tangents are possible. Conditions should be c1 c2 is equal to r1 plus r2. A divides c1 c2 externally in the ratio r1 is to r2, and B divides c1 c2 internally in the ratio r1 is to r2, right? When two circles are separately as shown in the figure, four common tangents are possible, right? See, we have two separate circles, and we can draw four common tangents to it, right? So, and condition should be c1 c2 less than r1 plus r2. c1 c2 less than r1 plus r2. Got it? Now let us see the director circle. We are given two circles. We are given a circle. So the locus of point of intersection of two perpendicular tangents to a given circle is known as its director circle, right? The equation of director circle of the director circle of the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square is x square plus y square is equal to 2a square, right? The equation of director circle is x square plus y square is equal to 2a square. Got it? Now let us see the chord of contact. We are given a circle. The chord joining the points of contact of the two tangents from a point which is outside is called the chord of contact of tangents, right? Chord of contact of tangents. The equation of chord of contact of tangents drawn from a point x1 y1 to the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square is xx1 plus y1 is equal to a square, or t equal to 0. If AB is a chord of contact of tangents from C to the circle x square plus y square is equal to r square, and M is the midpoint of AB as shown in the figure. M is the midpoint of AB as shown in the figure. Then angle between two tangents, angle ACB is equal to 2 tan inverse R by root S1, right? 2 tan inverse R by root S1. Clear? Now chord bisected at a given point. The equation of the chord of the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square bisected at the point x1 y1 is given by x1 plus y1 minus a square is equal to x1 square plus y1 square minus a square, or t is equal to s1. Now of all the chords which passes through a given point M AB, inside the circle, the shortest chord is one whose midpoint is AB, right? Shortest chord should be the one whose middle point is AB, right? Now let us see the pole and polar. If through a point P, x1, y1, inside or outside the circle, there be drawn any straight line to meet the given circle at Q and R as shown in the given figure, the locus of the point of intersection of the tangents at Q and R is called the polar of P, and P is called the pole of the polar, right? P is called the pole of the polar. Got it? Now, the polar of point P, x1, y1, with respect to the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square as shown in the figure is equation of polar will be x1 plus y1 is equal to a square or t equal to 0. Now let us see the conjugate points. 2 points A and B are conjugate points with respect to a given circle if each lies on the uh, polar of the other. If each lies on the polar of the other with respect to the circle, right? Polar of the other with respect to the circle. Got it? If two lines be such that the pole of one line lies on the other, then they are called conjugate lines with respect to given circle, right? If two lines such that the pole of one line lies on the other, then they are called conjugate lines or conjugate lines with respect to the given circle. Got it? Now let us see the angle of intersection of two circles. We are given two circles. The angle of intersection of the two circles is defined as the angle between the tangents to the two circles at their point of intersection is given by cos theta is equal to r1 square plus r2 square minus d square upon 2 r1 r2, right? Cos theta will be r1 square plus r2 square minus d square upon 2 r1 r2. Got it? Where d is the distance between the center of the circle. D should be the distance between the center of the circle, that is C1 C2, right? Now let us see the orthogonal circles. Two circles are said to be intersect orthogonally if their angle of intersection is right angle. Clear? Radius of first circle square plus radius of second circle square. Here, second circle square will be equal to distance between the centers, right? After solving this, you will see that 2 times G1 G2 plus F1 F2 is equal to C1 plus C2, right? 2 times G1 G2 plus F1 F2 is equal to C1 plus C2. Got it? Which is the condition of orthogonality of two circles. The circles having radii R1 and R2 intersect orthogonally, then length of their common chord is 2 R1 R2 upon root over R1 square plus R2 square. Clear? Now let us see the family of circles. The equation of a family of circle passing through the intersection of a circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 and line L is equal to Lx plus my plus n is equal to 0 is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c plus lambda times Lx plus my plus n is equal to 0, or s plus lambda L is equal to 0 where lambda is any real number, right? The equation of the family of circles passing through the point A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 is x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 plus lambda times x y1 x1 y1 1 x2 y2 1, right? So after solving this, you can write this equation as x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 plus lambda L is equal to 0, where L is equal to 0 represents the line passing through A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 and lambda belongs to R, right? The equation of family of circles touching the circle S is equal to x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 at point P x1 y1 is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c plus lambda x1 plus y1 plus gx plus x1 plus fy plus y1 plus c equal to 0, or s plus lambda L is equal to 0, where L is the equation of the tangent to S is equal to 0 at x1 y1 and lambda belongs to R, right? Lambda belongs to R. Got it? Now, the equation of family of circles passing through the intersection of circles S1, which is x square plus y square plus 2g1x plus 2f1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and S2, x square plus y square plus 2g2x plus 2f2y plus c2 equal to 0 is S1 plus lambda S2 is equal to 0, where lambda not equal to minus 1 is an arbitrary real number. Clear? Lambda should not be equal to minus 1 is an arbitrary real number. Got it? Now, let us see the radical axis. The radical axis of two circles is the locus of a point which moves in such a way that the lengths of the tangents drawn from it to the two circles are equal, right? the radical axis of two circles S1 is equal to 0 and S2 equal to 0 is given by S1 minus S2 equal to 0. The equation of radical axis and the common chord of two circles are identical, right? The radical axis of two circles is always perpendicular to the line joining the centers of the circle, you can see. Next, the radical center, radical center, the point of intersection of radical axis of three circles whose centers are called non-collinear, taken in pairs, is called the radical center. You can see in this figure, right? Okay, now let us see coaxial system of circles. A system of circles is said to be coaxial system of circles if every pair of the circles in the system has the same radical axis, right? If the equation of a member of system of coaxial circle is x equal to 0 and the equation of common radical axis is L equal to 0, then the equation representing the coaxial system of circle is S plus lambda L is equal to 0, where lambda belongs to R. If S1 equal to 0 and S2 equal to 0 are two circles, then S1 plus lambda S2 is equal to 0, and S1 plus lambda S1 minus S2 equal to 0, or S2 plus lambda S1 minus S2 equal to 0, where lambda belongs to R, represents a family of coaxial circles having S1 minus S2 equal to 0 as the common radical axis. Clear? So the equation of radical axis can be found as S1 minus S2 equal to 0. Got it? Now let us see the summary of this chapter. What we have studied till now in this chapter is, we have seen the concept of circle, in which the circle is a locus of point which moves in a plane such that its distance from a fixed point in the plane is constant. The fixed point is the center and the constant distance is the radius, right? After that, we have seen the standard form of equation of circle, which is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, right? After that, we have seen the equation of circle when the endpoints of diameter are given. Clear? After that, we have seen the intercept on axis, which are respectively 2 times root over g square minus c and 2 times root over f square minus c on x and y axis. Clear? After that, we have seen the equation of tangents. A line which touch only one point of circle is called its tangent. After that, we have seen the normal equation of normal, which is the normal at any point on a curve is a straight line which is perpendicular to the tangent of the curve at that point, right? After that, we have seen the pair of tangents. Clear? We have seen the common tangents of two circles. We have seen the director circle, in which we have seen the locus of point of intersection of two perpendicular tangents to a given circle is known as its director circle, right? After that, we have seen the chord of contact. The chord joining the points of contact of two tangents from a point which is outside is called the chord of contact of tangents, right? After that, we have seen the pole and polar. Clear? We have seen conjugate points, in which 2 points A and B are conjugate points with respect to a given circle if each lies on the polar of the other with respect to the circle, right? After that, we have seen the conjugate lines, in which we have seen the if two lines be such that the pole of one line lies on the other, then they are called the conjugate lines with respect to the given circle. Clear? We have seen the angle of intersection of two circles. If we are given two circles, then cos theta, that is angle of intersection between two circles, will be r1 square plus r2 square minus d square upon 2 r1 r2. After that, we have seen orthogonal circles, in which we have seen two circles are said to intersect orthogonally if their angle of intersection is right angle, right? After that, we have seen family of circles. We have seen radical axis. The radical axis of two circles is the locus of a point which moves in such a way that the length of the tangents drawn from it to the two circles are equal. Clear? After that, we have seen coaxial system of circles, in which a system of circles is said to be coaxial system of circles if every point of the circles in the system has the same radical axis, right? So in this way, we have seen all theory portions of circles. Hope you understood the concept. Clear? And hope you liked our lecture. Thank you so much.